Distinguished delegates, it gives me great pleasure to welcome the President of the General Assembly for the 78th session, His Excellency Dennis Francis, who is with us this afternoon, and to invite him to address the committee. Excellency, you have the floor.
Excellencies, distinguished delegates, I extend my sincere congratulations to you, Your Excellency, Mathu Joyini, Permanent Representative of South Africa, and the distinguished Bureau members for your well-deserved election to steer the work of this committee during the 78th session. There is no doubt that the fourth committee grapples with a multitude of pressing global issues, each with far-reaching implications for millions of vulnerable peoples worldwide. It is therefore not surprising that, a mere fortnight ago, world leaders from every corner of the globe underscored the pressing demand for the United Nations to deliver tangible results. To meet this challenge, we must therefore unite in our pursuit of common ground, foster constructive dialogue that achieves the most favorable outcomes, and thus tirelessly strive for inclusive progress. Excellencies and distinguished delegates, amid the wide array of topics under your committee's purview, let us be guided by our unwavering commitment to the safety and well-being of the peoples. This is a pledge that is nothing short of paramount, as the UN was founded in the name of the peoples, as encapsulated in the preamble to the Charter. The UN principle of leaving no one behind is also all-encompassing, and so it must equally inform the work of the fourth committee. From complete decolonization through realizing a two-state solution to the Israeli-Palestinian conflict, we must earnestly confront the root causes of these challenges and actively advocate for just, equitable, and viable political solutions that have the best prospects for enduring. If we recommit to being guided by the principles of the UN Charter, including the principle of peaceful settlement of disputes, we can ensure that no one is left behind. Excellencies and distinguished delegates, let us invest more of our attention and resources to achieve peace, progress, prosperity, and sustainability for all. This committee's work is key in our collective efforts in this regard. The geopolitical tensions exacerbated by the Ukraine war, as well as the flaring conflicts in Africa and the Middle East, as well as the deteriorating situation in Haiti, must compel us to do even more. During your deliberations, I call upon all delegations to engage in deeper reflections on how to maximize the effectiveness of the UN's institutions and resources. Work collaboratively to craft tailored solutions to address the distinctive challenges encountered by nations in conflict and post-conflict situations. Indeed, it is of vital importance to actively engage with all relevant stakeholders, encompassing regional and sub-regional organizations. We must not remain oblivious when our multilateral system and its institutions, including field-based peacekeeping missions, and special political missions descend even deeper into a credibility crisis. Again, the work of the Fourth Committee can assist us to avert this. Your work is also important to cultivate trust in the UN, particularly in the fight against misinformation and disinformation. The role of artificial intelligence has also added a very worrying dimension. But I am also aware that in some cases our institutions are not adequately resourced, and I share the concern that the shortage of resources demands our immediate and abiding attention. As we speak, UNRWA, a lifeline for over 5 million refugees in the region, is in dire need, grappling with a funding gap of 170 to 190 million US dollars just to maintain its core services through the end of this year. We must aim for transformative solutions to ensure that the UN can continuously and seamlessly deliver its vital work. Otherwise, the most vulnerable in our societies will be left further behind. Excellencies and distinguished delegates, it is equally crucial to ensure that the exploration and use of outer space remain peaceful, keeping the benefit of all humankind in mind. As I also said to the First Committee this morning, sustainability must be part of our endeavors. We can and must, together, also wage a resolute battle against misinformation and disinformation, while bridging the digital divide. Strategically, our efforts must also include a focus on women and girls' experiences online. I cannot overstate the significance of empowering women in all decision processes. Women's voices must be amplified, affording them meaningful space and opportunities to shape the decisions that directly impact their lives and our societies at large. Excellencies and distinguished delegates, as I conclude, let me stress that this year, the Committee for Program and Coordination was not able to agree on 10 programs, which the main committee should now consider. As I also implored the First Committee this morning, I urge you, Madam Chair, and the committee to urgently examine the relevant open programs and share your conclusions with the Fifth Committee as soon as possible so that the latter can take your input into account. At this pivotal juncture, characterized by multiple challenges, decisive action is an imperative. The demand for tangible outcomes is more pressing than ever, and the onus is on us to deliver. Let us not merely discuss issues, but act to make a positive difference in the lives of those who rely on us for a brighter and more secure future. These are the peoples on whose name our organization was founded. I therefore invite you all to engage in the work of the Fourth Committee with a genuine commitment to problem solving and a rekindled confidence in the principles of multilateralism. Together, let us unite our efforts and work towards the noble ideals of peace, prosperity, progress, and sustainability for all. I thank you.
I thank the President of the General Assembly for his remarks and for joining us today. We understand, PGA, that you have to leave for other engagements.